All right, Taurus, you guys are the last Earth sign for today. So, Taurus, this is your love and romance reading for the week, second week of February 2021, you guys. Be sure to watch the monthly readings. This is the last month I'm doing them on the channel. After that, I'm moving them to Patreon. So you guys can catch them next month on Patreon. I'm going to put that information towards the end of February in the description bar, and I'll remind you guys about it. But this is the last one, so make sure you guys watch the monthlies. You're not going to see them again. Yeah, and remember that these readings are general, so take the messages that resonate with you, leave the rest. And also remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Ring the bell to ensure that you're notified about all my future uploads. That's if something. Okay. So 2 cards just came out. I wasn't trying to pull cards just as of yet. But these cards are denoting an expansion and also more cooperation, working closer together, working together to achieve things. So that's something that you can expect this week and moving forward. Oh my God. All right, so this person is quite sure about you, Taurus. They're very certain, and they're also really certain about a new idea they have really come up with, a decision that they've made, or clarity that they've gotten. It is really opening up their eyes, and it's also opening up a new phase for this person. It's a new beginning in this connection. So you can expect for things to become a lot more official in your connection and within yourself and with the person that you're with. They're becoming much more solid and trustworthy and dependable and formidable, but also like being able to bounce back. Resilience. They're developing resilience. That's why the events of this week are happening. That's why all these things are happening at this time. So in the past, this person's love grew, and they knew that they were in love with you. There was a strong focus on feelings and on emotions, on passion. Passion is something that's still there, but it's on love. And I'm not sure which one gave birth to what. The passion gave birth to the love, or the love gave birth to the passion. But now they're both here on the table. And I feel like this person, they took action, and they've started doing things that reflect this deeper emotion and this stronger connection to their emotions, like more intense connection to how they feel. So I feel like this person knows what really matters to them now, or this is somebody who's always known what really matters to them, and they create from their heart. They will only be in love connections, if they feel love for the person. So they felt love for you, and the reason that's what this feels like a little bit more. Okay. So there's not a beginning, but there's a completion as well that happened for this person. They completed a cycle, and the communication has expanded, or will expand in time, and also a decision has been made. They were indecisive. This is a strong emotional energy. It's one of those energies you kind of just have to be in it. If you're someone who doesn't like to be in life, I keep saying this. If you don't like being in life, and in the moment, and you like to worry all the time, you're not going to understand the King of Cups energy. You're just not. That's why. Because you're always in your head and you're not in the moment. So this person was showing you this. If you didn't see it, it's because you're in your head too much. And it's not their fault. So stop projecting onto other people and deal with your shit. But they showed you that. They had that. I'm sorry if you didn't see it, but ultimately it's, you got to clear your head. If you're not in the moment, you're not going to see good things. And it's actually heartbreaking when you miss moments in life. So now they're certain, they're clear, they're decisive, they're taking action, they're clear on something. And I feel like they're clear on what needs healing. They also have a lot of clarity about life, synchronicity, events, reality. It's very much a change in perception, healing paranoid thoughts, and, things that, it's not necessarily unwarranted fears. It's more like healing, feeling like ran over, when you feel like you just can't take anymore, or you feel like everybody's dumping on you. That stuff is really painful. It's painful when you do it to people who you don't know. For those of you guys who do that stuff, a lot of people do that stuff. A lot of people project stuff onto people. They don't understand how hurtful that is. So the person that you're dealing with, or the person who you're in a relationship with, they're needing healing on that. Someone projected their mental illness onto them, as people do every day, all day long. So now they know that needs healing. And this is going to benefit the relationship, because this is someone who wants to be more positive about things, and they want to take action from a place of feeling positive. They want to really fully embody this positive energy of not giving up, and always, being the king of their energy, being the king of their happiness, and the king of their pride. This person wants to be very proud of themselves, and they want to have confidence, like real confidence, and they're realizing what was in the way of that. And so in time, this will be healed. I keep telling you, the solution is right in front of your face. It's really easy, and things are not that hard. Life is really easy and very peaceful. If your life is not peaceful and easy, it's your fault. So we have, in this person's conscious thoughts, they're really feeling how they feel. And sometimes the way you feel, it's not in a school book. It's in your body. And nobody taught you how to do that. Nobody graded you on it. You didn't get treats for getting a 90% or a 95 on your exam on how you felt. So you forgot that that's important. And that's why if you're having issues in love, that's where it comes from. You just never learned how to, you never learned yourself enough, and also to honor it, and to understand when emotions and thoughts are not really truly from you, and when to release it. Because that's something that this person is also reflecting back to you. Like, this person definitely mirrors a big thing of that. There's a lot of mirroring going on, but it's not in many different areas. It's like one big facet of who you are that you are needing to see. They also show you, and they're showing it to you. You're noticing it this week. And ultimately what this is so that this person really embraces their emotions and loves themselves. And that's what they're focused on doing. They're focused on freeing themselves from that. They don't want to be caged up. If they're away from you, it's because they're caged up. If you're in a situation where you're with somebody and or you love somebody and there's genuine love there, and you guys are not together right now, or there's separation, it comes from all this BS, all this extra stuff. You don't have gripes with yourself. Your gripes are with people who you may not even know. Okay? Because it all starts with a projection, and then it goes from there. It's really sneaky and evil, actually, and it affects your love life. So now they're releasing this paranoia, and if you don't get it, then just forget it. But they're releasing this and they're healing it and trying to get to a more positive place where they just are with people who are for them. And so, you know, you guys are for them. You're this person's person. If they weren't, if whatever has been whatever in the way, it's because they were discrediting and shutting down a part of themselves to make other things happy that weren't really who they were. So how have you been doing that? In what area of life have you been doing that? And don't you want to stop? So take this as an opportunity to make more areas of your life better than just one area of your life, because there's serious mirroring going on. And you're just lucky when you see it happening, because you can actually change the outcome of a situation through seeing it. So near future, okay, there is a communication of love coming in, a message. Expect a message to speak from this person, a very distinct message, nice one. That's showing you something about how this person really feels about you. It's showing you the pureness of their thought, but also there's a connection that the two of you guys have in your, like in the 5D, like it's like an energetic connection where you're thinking something and they say it, and or they're thinking something and you say it. There's a strong, or they just know what you're doing, or they know, you know, there's this person, they're very in tune with you and you're very in tune with them. But there has been some rifts, there's been some things in the way, there's been some extra energy. It's what I call it. I call energies that shouldn't be there, energies that we don't want in this situation, extra energies. Because why should they get a bad rap just because somebody was using it wrong? Doesn't mean that, you know, because spread, you know, certain times, certain energies are necessary, but a lot of times it's not, and it just causes bad situations. So I call it extra energies because, you know, I don't want to get involved, but I do want to make a comment on it. So a lot of times when that happens, it makes it hard for you to see the spiritual, just how spiritual the connection is. Because when you get caught in a cycle of feeling like you need to give every loser a try just because they're in your face, you forget that you're actually looking for a spiritual connection. So if you feel a spiritual connection with somebody and you know you feel it, then feel it and carry on with your life and watch the universe make everything happen the way that it's supposed to happen. And it's really not, there's not too much of force that is needed to keep things flowing. But when you're in fear and when you're paranoid, you can't see it. So that's a little message for you, just to help you with some things that you might have been feeling. There's a group of people who actually needed to hear that message, because that's not the first time I got this message for you guys. And also, if you know, just to help you along. But there is something showing you just how strong this connection is, and it's quite blatant, and it's pure, it's honest. So expect some very pure, honest, lovely communication from this person that is almost psychically linked. It's like it's proving a psychic link between a psychic bond, a psychic communication wire or Wi-Fi, whatever, between the two of you guys. It's very strong. That actually shows that the connection or the link has strengthened. It's gotten thicker. It's got even protection on it, you know, and now it can't even be broken, you know. So it's really beautiful. There's a great advancement coming in this connection this week that you can enjoy. You deserve it. Everybody deserves love. It's just that some people are just corrupted. They don't see it that way. And the main thing is people don't look within. Everybody curses 2020. And 2020 said fuck you, by the way. 2020 said fuck you too. I don't know if you heard it. I think most people did. I mean, some people got really blessed by 2020. I was one of them. Some people did not, right? And it just comes from QC opportunity. I lost my job too, but I found something else, and I just tried to stay hopeful, and I didn't sink into the negativity. And yeah, there were times when I really felt very heavy and hard and sad, and I still, you know, pulled out okay. And Ultimately, it was, if I didn't have gratitude, I don't think that I would, be okay right now. So gratitude and having a strength in your connection with God is so important. If you don't have a connection with God, like, first of all, I don't know what you're doing here. Like, I don't know what you're doing. What are you doing? Ooh. Yes, you got to strengthen that baby. You need that, honey. You're not getting very far without that. That's number one. And number two, you're going to be easily swayed by these jokers out here. These people just yakking and spreading negativity. You can say whatever you want. My thing is when you spread negativity and somebody is listening who is sensitive and who is open and young, or, just doesn't know better, and you don't know how that affects people. So I get really annoyed by that. But thankfully, I'm reading for a collective that is freeing themselves from that energy. There is a need to appreciate what is happening to you and what is happening around you, and seeing things as an opportunity. But there was something I was trying to get at before I got sidetracked. You guys know I get sidetracked. If you don't love it already, I don't know what to tell you. Because you know me, you know how my brain be. But yeah, it looks really good. It looks really, really good. It really does. There's just coming out of fear, embracing yourself more. If people are not going to like you, they're just not going to like you. That's just it. Like, sometimes you really need to accept that. Like, and that's hard sometimes. But if people are not going to like you, they're just not going to like you. Period. You could do headstands from now till next year. They're still not going to like you. So just vibe, do you, live your life, and be who you are, and embrace yourself. As you embrace yourself fully, it's like magic. The connection strengthens, and this connection is it mirrors it. If there's not a lot of purity, you can't see it. Just follow the advice. All right, so let's close it out with an oracle message for Tauruses. Take a risk, venture forward. I took a risk by even talk. I don't like talking about certain things. Sometimes I just want to do the reading and move on, because sometimes you regret helping people. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm very honest. Like, sometimes I regret helping people. Like, I do. I really do. So, and I just don't want to be in that space. So it's to protect myself. So if you're like, why are you? I need to protect myself. But ultimately, I just feel like, fine. Like, fine. So this week you're gonna be clearing the air. There's some distant thunder here, that clarity. If you're not in tune with what you're paranoid about, it's definitely gonna feel like some real thunder. If you're in tune with yourself and you sit still and you don't panic, and when you're freaking out and you get up and start doing stuff, that's when the thunder strikes you. Just sit down. If you're panicking, just sit still and stop doing what you're doing and sit with yourself, because it's like a child trying to do everything when it's just a child. It can't do everything. Be gentle with yourself. The more gentle you are with yourself, the more gentle this thunder is when it comes for you. I'm telling you. The easier you go on yourself, the easier the universe is on you. It's how you treat you. Sometimes you're not aware that you're treating yourself badly because you're just used to overriding emotions. You're used to just overriding all the time. So then it seems like life is working against you because you're working against yourself, but you don't know that you are, because you're not in tune with yourself. That's why I keep saying, sit still. Stop moving. Chill. And just receive the messages. Sit alone. Turn off your phone for like 10 minutes, for like an hour. Some people have like a serious problem with the phone. I definitely have an issue with the phone too. Take some time away from that and just be with yourself. There's a lot of programming that people are being programmed by everything. And when you don't pull out the cord from the, electrical power source to just rest, it can cause fires, power shorts, all that. You have to unplug. That's affecting your heart. It's affecting how you feel. because you have a lot of mental interference, a lot of like, there's too much coming in through your crown chakra. You don't even clean your crown chakra. You don't even, sage, clean your energy. And there's too much coming into the crown. So it's a mess. And then all of a sudden you're in like a prison. You're like, how did I even get here? But you didn't realize when your crown was being fed BS, that now it's being released. That's the point of this week, to release the BS that's already been in your head. And it's, as I'm saying, it doesn't come from you. It's not truly of you. It's like wounding. It's programming that isn't positive programming for you. It's positive for whoever wants to control you. It's positive for whatever company is going to make millions of dollars off of selling you stuff that you think you need because of it. That's what I keep trying to get at. If you care about yourself, then you care about this message. If you don't care about yourself, then you probably won't care about what I'm saying. It's fine. Eventually, life forces you to care about you when it's time. Just don't complain. All right. Bless, Taurus. We'll talk next week. Bye-bye.